Hello everyone, this is Brian Bentley at CoinOpTV bringing you gameplay and commentary for Middle-earth: Shadow of Mordor on the PlayStation 4. So we're just going to jump right into the action with a main mission here called The One Truth. Now, there's kind of a few different types of main mission quests. There's ones where you find out about your family. There's one where you help the outcasts, who are the escaped slaves hiding in Mordor. I've just opened up a bunch where I'm going to kill war chiefs to get closer to the Black Hand of Sauron. There are quests where you're helping an orc that's, I don't want to use the word befriend, but who's allied with you, called Ratbag, as you're helping him go through the ranks of the Uruk hierarchy. And then this last kind of group where you're searching for these treasures to help flesh out the story of the Wraith. And this is a very big tipping point. So you find these treasures, you learn more about the Wraith and his past, and a person who helps you throughout these missions is Gollum. So this is quite a bit of some story here, where we're going to who the actual Wraith is, who the Wraith used to be, I suppose, in his, when he was amongst the living, who he was. So if that's an important story point for you and you want to avoid it, so I'm kind of giving you the spoiler warning right now. There are some Caragors over there. For some reason, I just didn't know what to do with them. So what we're going to do is we're going to jump into Wraith Vision, which, if you've played Assassin's Creed, you would call Eagle Vision. There are a lot of parts of Shadow of Mordor that are very Assassin's Creedy. I'm sure I'm not the only person who's using the term Assassin's Creedy, but it's definitely has those moments. So like this, you have the vision. But in certain respects, there are a lot of parts of this game that take the Assassin's Creed formula and really improve upon it. If you happen to catch other video, I go a little bit more in depth with the combat. But, for certain, one of the things is just like the actual combat itself. It's definitely, more action-oriented. The enemies have a little bit better. They have a better AI when they're attacking. When you are playing Assassin's Creed, you can only basically hide in the bushes, whereas this, you can basically walk crouched over in a stealth position the entire time, and that is pretty key. So there's a Grog, sorry. I always call them Krogs, I'm not really sure why. But Grog, basically they're kind of like ogres. Or not ogres, trolls. So I'm going to use the... Oh, okay. Apparently I just earned myself a trophy there. So I'm going to go ahead and get myself into the cave, and we're going to find more information out about our Wraith friend, as well as learn a new skill called Wraith, or oh shoot, I've already forgotten what it's called. Isn't that terrible? So we're going to learn how to do that. Now these things are called ghouls. They're actually not very tough, but they're in large numbers. So fighting one is really easy, but, they usually come at you in groups of, say 15 to 20 or more. And, so now we're gonna explore the cave some more and find out some more information. One thing I will say about that Assassin's Creed has is you can do the double air assassination, which I definitely like a little better in Assassin's Creed than here. Although in Shadow of Mordor, you get to do what they call a brutalize. So instead of just, doing an air assassination, you actually will sit there and you'll stab them, more than a few times. What I would call fairly excessive. And it actually will scare away some of the other individuals or Uruks that are nearby. So here we're going to find out some more information about our friend, the Wraith, who I kind of suspected was this person before I had gotten to this point. But yeah, this is definitely some interesting things. The young man was tricked by our friend Sauron into creating the Rings of Power. So yeah, his name is Celebrimbor, and he is the elf who forged the rings. Now, he actually, and granted this is a little backstory you may or may not care about, but he did not create the elven rings, of course, similarly as he did the human and dwarf rings. So, yeah, that's, so there you go. Now we know who the Wraith is, so that's very exciting. Wow, so that's a huge it's a huge reveal in the game. So now we're going to learn this stealth move.
I shaped the history of Middle Earth. I crafted the Rings of Power.
Exciting. And the Grog is back. So there are just, one of the nice things about this as opposed to Assassin's Creed is there is definitely Shadow Strike, that's what's called, where it's definitely that there's a magical component to it. So there are things like you can do this Shadow Strike, so it completely changes like some of the combat. Oh, I didn't even realize that there was an extended thing. I just I screwed around. I didn't realize there was a bonus. So you just noticed that the game was paused, and it is for what is called shadow mode. That's called Shadow Strike. This is called photo mode. And it's a brand new piece to this game, and it's really interesting. So you're able to pause the game when you're really in a great position, and go through and just, do something interesting, like pause the game, stop, and take a screenshot. So you can set it up any way you want. You can put filters on it. You can, change the angles and the depths, and it was a lot of fun to do it that way. So I actually did it. I was riding a Karagor, and I was leaping through the air, and I hit the button, and I was able to change it. I put a little bit of an effect on it, and put like the logo in the corner and took a screenshot of it. So it's kind of it's a very interesting addition. So I want to play around with it a little more, but especially when some of the executions are so cool, just the way that they're set up. So I hope you enjoyed this video. We learned a little bit about the game and a little bit about the history. So what is Gollum trying to do? I'm pretty sure that he's hoping that Celebrimbor will take him to the Ring of Power, which, of course, the Precious, what Gollum is always looking forward to. So I hope you like this video. If you do, please click the like button below and leave us comments. You got questions about the game, you really like what you see, let us know, and we'll be sure to answer. And while you're at it, be sure to subscribe to the CoinOpTV YouTube channel for more on the games of this fall and in 2014, and more on Shadow of Mordor. So I think that's going to wrap it up for me. Catch the last of this as we move on to. I'm going to move on to trying to work on killing the war chiefs. So, all right. So that's it for me. I will catch you next time. Thanks a lot, everybody.
To men.
doing. They became the ring wraiths.
Yes, the Nazgul.
But the Nazgul were destroyed.
As are many who come in contact with the rings of power.